continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
3rd and 9. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Third down and 9. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Denver first down. They'll go play action with Nix. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism.
He is in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
This is kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity, and quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
This is Jones. We'll get this to about midfield. Dallas Turner, the rookie, there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Carrington Valentine to the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On first down, here's Nix to throw. He'll check this down to the running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw is Nix. This one complete to Oliver. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's Nix to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Now a timeout, Chargers here. That's their second. As the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Nix. That's going to be caught. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. Here comes the screen to Jones. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
2nd and goal. To throw is Nix. That one taken in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown Broncos.
You simply just can't allow that ball to be completed, Mike. I mean, there's no time left. You understand there's 2 options. There's a take a shot Hail Mary into the end zone, or there's throw the ball underneath and try for a couple laterals. At the end of the first half, it's probably just going to be a Hail Mary, and you got to go up and knock that ball down.
So we hit halftime, and the visiting Chargers are on top. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And no run back here as this third quarter begins with a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play. They face second down and 7. Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. He's got that to the rookie first-round pick, Brian Thomas. They pick up 17 through the air. It's good for a Charger first down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Here's Rodgers. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, L.A. Again, it's Rodgers. That's dropped off for Pacheco. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Fourth down, Rodgers. That is intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Denver. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, first and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
He's got it! And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. To the goal line and in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, L.A. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Working out of the gun, and for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Chargers are going to take over just shy of midfield.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make...
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush...
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing. Nix. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts.
Please get it together.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Nix gonna throw for it. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, Defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
Broncos 18.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Pacheco. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown Chargers. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground.
Makes the score Chargers 35, Broncos 18. Matt Gay to kick off for Los Angeles.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing is Nix. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
2nd down, Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll air one out for Palmer. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And he's got another one. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year.
Makes the score Chargers 42, Broncos 18.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off. off by Carrington Valentine. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal. Here's Pacheco. And he's going to go backwards on that one and take him down back at the 6-yard line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. From the gun, Rodgers. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
They'll run with Pacheco. And the defense rallies to the ball, brings him down at the 5. It's 4th down. Play action now with Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down. Could not get rid of the football. And they'll turn it over. Stopped on 4th and goal. 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
At the 15-yard line.
2nd down. Nix. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll take a shot for Watson. That is brought in. And he will score. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Broncos. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. And he'll try for the pylon, but they're going to mark him out short as the attempt for 2 is unsuccessful. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. 1st down for Aaron. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
On play action, Rodgers. He'll air one out for Palmer. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunity.
And he will score again. Puka Nacua. Touchdown Chargers. He has come alive after the break. His third touchdown of the second half.
The kick is good. Makes the score Chargers 49, Broncos 24.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Here comes the return from a yard or two. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. A-Rod down to throw on first down. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Hayden Hurst. Touchdown, L.A. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Chargers will add one more onto their big lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On first down, here's Nix to throw. This one complete to Oliver. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Play action now. It's Nix. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Nix. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just...
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Broncos have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
In trouble, and down he goes. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. They stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got a man. That's Watson. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Now, a two-point conversion attempt coming. To throw is Nix. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. It's the safety, Darnell Savage. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Yeah.